Evening, everybody. Roctimus Prime here, back with another Transformers video review. And today, we're going to be doing, as per the title page, Transformers Generation 1 Metroplex. Now, it's not really this tiny, but it is quite a diminutive size for a city former. Now, Metroplex first shows up in the season 3 of the Transformers Generation 1 cartoon. And basically, he's the Autobots' muscle. And he's just one of the many Autobots and Decepticons in Season 3 who just kind of show up. Sort of there. Now, I suppose you could say that the war on Cybertron, was still going on, and they sent people to Earth to protect the Earth and whatever, but it was a time of peace. So why they would send Autobots to Earth, I don't know, but never mind. Needless to say, Metroplex just sort of shows up. And, well, he doesn't, from what I can recollect of Season 3, and it has been a while since I've watched it, he doesn't really do a whole lot. He has a sort of ongoing rivalry with Trypticon, the Decepticon Triple Changer. And while he is a city former, he's not as big as Fortress Maximus, Trypticon, Scorponok. I guess you could consider Triple Changer. City former, excuse me. So, he's big, but he's about the size of a Power Master Optimus Prime, which is pretty pathetic for a city. Now, he does work really well with Micromasters. Fortunately, I don't have any Micromasters. But I do want to get them at some point. I checked out Micromasters. Anyway, I don't know how much they are. Metroplex stays out of the Transformers continuity for a while. From what I can recollect. He stays out of it for RID, Armada, and Cybertron. Armada and Energon. He is, however, in Cybertron in the form of a Scottish robot from the giant planet. More on that if and when I do a Cybertron Metroplex review. Now, on to the good stuff. The toy. Now, I was going to mention one more thing about Metroplex. Is in the Generation 1 cartoon, he actually has a few noticeable episodes. One where he gets his transformation cog stolen. And how he doesn't know that, I believe it's Scourge. Steals his transformation cog and gets out without any of his internal systems knowing that there's a Decepticon inside of him. I don't know. That's neither here nor there. I think this is point I'll get to in a minute. Okay. Really short bio for this guy, but then again, I really don't know a whole lot about him. I know more about the toy than I do about Metroplex in Generation 3. Now, on to the toy. Before we get on to Metroplex himself, we will get on to his companion pieces. We have Slammer, the tank, who is a tank, I guess. We have Scamper. It's a black car. He is missing his Autobot sticker, but I can get one from Toy Hacks really easily. And we have, where'd you go, there you are, Six Gun. Now, from what I can read on the wiki, on the TF wiki, Six Gun actually gets a lot of character development in the comics, because I don't think he ever shows up in the cartoons, to my knowledge. And since I'm not really familiar with Six Gun, I'm going to save him for another review, another video. Now, Scamper, on the other hand. Scamper is basically the drone of Metroplex. He's basically the first line of defense, at least when he's in his city mode. So there you have Scamper. Yeah, Scamper. Yeah. Now he does have a robot mode. You have to take off the arms on the top of the vehicle mode, like that. flip him up like that. And then just simply attach the hands like so. I believe I have them on backwards. Yes, I do. That wasn't my fault. It was my fault earlier because I put the hands in the wrong slots. There we go. That's a little better. Before he had his fists forward, they need to be behind him. And there you have Scamper. He does come with a gun. At least one gun. I've seen something where he takes 2 guns. But I don't know if that was just an eBay auction trying to rip you off. Being, oh, this is Scamper's bigger gun. And he has to hold it gangsta. Do I make... No. I was going to say, he holds it that way. Well, anyway. It's a joke. This is funny. I'm sorry. Sort of. Not much really I can say on Slammer. He's a tank. Anyway. On to Metroplex himself. Oh, now, I believe I have the first edition Metroplex. Because the first edition Metroplex had the all chromed thighs. It had the chrome thighs. The second, and the rubber tires, which I have. Can't see it. Rubber tires. And 1 pin in his waist. Like that. Although, this one has 2. Which I'll get to. But I don't know if it's supposed to be like diagonal or up and down. I don't know. The reissue, which I believe Optimus 405 has, maybe, I'm not sure. I didn't get a good look at it when at BotCon 2013. Had stickers chrome, plastic wheels, and I think they made it so Slammer can become part of the tower. Woo! In city mode. Be right back, I just gotta grab Slammer. So, I'm not really sure which one I have, if it's the first edition or the second edition, or the reissue. Because I did reissue Metroplex, with the tires, and the chrome, and the double joint at the waist. Now, the reason they changed the way his waist works is because a lot of people were snapping the waist in half when they transformed it. So I really, really, really hope I don't do that. Okay. I'm going to stop the video here and transform him into vehicle mode, and then I'll be back. Okay, here he is in vehicle mode, just a kind of a rough and dirty version. And sure, looks like a vehicle mode. The 6 Gun's legs actually become the turrets. I'm not sure which is supposed to do with the knee pads, but I can't get mine off. And I really don't want to break them, seeing as how I almost paid more for them than I did for the toy itself. Okay, that's him in vehicle mode. Odd, to say the least. But it's Metroplex. What are you going to do? And, oh, I almost forgot. One feature that not a lot of people show on their transformations or their reviews of this toy. That way. There you go. Nope, stay. Metroplex, get your head down. Thank you. Is that he actually has a little chrome rocket launcher thing here. I don't know about that. Nobody shows this off. You know, it's weird, yes, but kind of cool. It's completely chromed, and I really do enjoy it. Okay, not exactly sure why it's there, but hey. Points for originality? Anyway, gonna transform him now into city mode. I'll be right back. Okay, and here he is basically in city mode. It's okay, I guess. You can have Scamper and Slammer run around on him. But again, it is much more suited for Micromasters. Now, I'll just show you this now. I don't know how well I'll be able to do it. But, if I let that go... Oh, alright. I think I have the reissue because that's where Slammer is. come on. You can put Scamper or Slammer in these little compartments on his legs. Right there. What if I better do it with Scamper, genius, because then you'll actually be able to see it. Or you can put him there. Doesn't really matter, you can put him in the helipad. He doesn't really do anything. And one important piece I have forgotten, and I know the G1ers are already yelling at me, is that you take this and fold it down so it touches the ground like that. So you have a place where you can put Scamper. And I'll just transform him real quick. Actually, I won't transform him completely because I do want to make a point about Scamper and Slammer. About Metroplex in general, I should say. And if you put him in this little compartment, there's a little black... Boy, it's going to be awkward. Little black thing right here. You pull back, or push forward, and out comes Scamper. You can do it a lot harder. Make him go flying across the room if you really want to. Now, one point I do want to make about Scamper, Slammer, and Metroplex. Now, I think he's complete. If you are going to get Metroplex, you need to try to make sure he's as complete as possible. I got mine 95% complete. He came with almost everything on the robot. He also came with a completed Slammer, a complete 6-gun. We're actually having turret mode at the moment. Transforming him quickly. Yeah, one thing I do want to mention is the springs in his legs kind of go after a while. So the spring-loaded missile action is more just like it doesn't really fire at all. I mean, I did try. Put that in there. So here you have 6-gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Although technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the torso. So he's complete. And Scamper is complete. Now you want to make sure with Scamper especially, it's not a big deal, but for this one accessory, you want to make sure it comes with this gun. And that's his gun right there. Okay, give you a bit of a size comparison. Here's Slammer himself, or Scamper himself, excuse me. This gun's tiny. And I've seen this gun go for incredible amounts on eBay just because it's so small. So we did come with that. And you also want to make sure he comes with both of his arms. Because as mentioned, you do have to remove them to transform him into vehicle mode. I'm going to transform him right back into robot mode when this video is done, so I'll come right back. Now, Metroplex. Metroplex, you do want to make sure it comes with both towers, because you do have to remove one for the transformation. You can leave it up. That's kind of cool. Wanted to have him have more spiky things on him. So you want to make sure he has both guns, both towers, both fists, and both kneecaps. Now, unfortunately on mine did not come with the kneecaps. And I was able to find them in another auction and pay almost more. Come on. Out you come. Oh, I don't like being this rough with my toys. Anyway. I had to spend about $30 getting them both. Which, you know, looking at them, it's a pretty good deal. I mean, for being as old as this toy is. Okay, that is about it for Metroplex. If you're going to find him, try to make sure he's complete if you're trying to collect him. Because I've seen complete Metroplexes go for $100 to $200. It's nuts. Anyway, this video has gone on far too long. But I wanted to make sure I gave Metroplex his dues. And did a proper video on him. So, this has been Roctimus Prime with Slammer, Scamper, Metroplex, signing off, saying hope you guys have a good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. Take care, guys.